So you want to make money on Etsy, and I'm going to give you 5 digital product niches and ideas that you can start making money in 2026. I've sold quite some time on Etsy, and I've sold quite of an amount of products already on Etsy. So I do know that these niches are still on the rise and very much popular on Etsy. So without further ado, let's get into them. First niche and product category is children's activity sheets and templates. There are a lot more parents that are starting to homeschool their kids, whether they are homeschooling or they just want more activities that are not putting their kids behind the screens. So different activity sheets that people can either print out or they can edit themselves and print out themselves are very much on the rise. Here you can think about coloring pages and coloring books to different activity sheets, from numbers to letters to games, to gamify studying in a way that keeps kids engaged. And you can build a pretty big thing here, providing assets and materials to kids in different age groups. And you can even start with babies and toddlers, making them different visual cards that parents can print out and their babies and their toddlers can see and learn from. Maybe even just putting on animal images and animal names, starting with shapes, with colors, very basic and simple things, to then move on to toddlers, to then move on to kids that are starting to learn numbers, letters. Number 2 is branding materials. And here you also have a lot of different ways to go, so you have room to grow. But do start from rather one thing just so you could have more focus. Don't worry, you can venture out from there and always have room to grow. Here you can think about social templates, website presence, logos, branding kits, branding portfolios, everything that makes starting a business and making a presence simple. Because let's be honest, as more time goes by, the more people are trying to start a business, whether it be a small cute bakery shop or their beauty services. People need help with their branding, and they do not have the time or the skill to put those products together. So here you can be an asset to them so they can focus on the things that they want to actually do more. Number 3 is printable educational wall art. And it's not entirely same as number 1. So here I mean printable educational wall art that, yes, of course, can be targeted towards parents as well, to be used at home, but also to teachers and educational facilities, so they can print out different educational wall arts on their classroom walls. They don't have to be super complex. They have to be easy to understand, fun for kids to look at, inspirational, motivational, and educational. Number 4 is party materials. Time goes on and everything gets so much more fast-paced, and people are longing for festivities to gather around and be together. So people are putting more and more effort into different parties and festivities, whether it be a baby shower, a Valentine's Day, or a summer gathering. And if you want to make an event special, you can do that with printable party decor, with digital invitations, table cards, name cards, menu cards, everything that can make a party and a festivity more special. Here you are the one who can provide those resources. Number 5 is business resources. As I already mentioned in the branding resources section, people are wanting to start more and more of their own businesses. And here with this business resources niche, you can go pretty in depth with a specific niche and start providing resources from there. So let's say you have a knowledge and a skill set in calligraphy. Why not use that knowledge and actually create resources for people who want to get into that business, how to start that business, all of the additional resources that this specific person could need, or somebody who wants to start a freelancing business. All of the resources, from guides and actionable materials to templates and fillable materials that they can use so they could start their freelance businesses. Etsy is pretty simple because you don't have to invent the wheel. When you know what people are searching for and when you start looking around what people are actually wanting to have their hands on, everything on Etsy gets so much clearer. It's not about what you want to create, it's about what people actually are searching for. Of course, it's not as easy that, okay, I will say that people are looking for an X product and now I have to create that. It does have to appeal to me in a sense as well that I have to be able to create those products. I have to be able to stick with those products. So keeping in mind a product that you are excited to create but is also in demand is going to be a pretty good sweet spot. So if you already feel that you could not put out a massive amount of party invitations, you do not have to. You would love to create party decorations or even not be in the party niche, you would love to create different business resources. And it doesn't mean that you are not the client. So oftentimes even when you create a design, you will maybe look at that product like, okay, but I wouldn't buy that. You are not the client. Always remember that as well, because what appeals to you does not have to appeal to others and vice versa. But if you do still create, you can still enjoy creating those products. And when you do, those products will turn out with passion, with care, and they will turn out to be quality as well. It's 2026 now, and there is no point in dwelling about that you should have started a year ago or you should have started, whatever the excuse may be. Just start today. So from a year today, when it's again January, you can look back that you actually started, you actually put in effort, and you actually stick with it. So make this year to be your success story. Let me know in the comments if you would like to know more specifically about different trending digital product niches on Etsy, and I would love to create a video about this. And if you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe so that we could see in the next video. Bye.